Welcome to Open 2.0. Today we will be talking about comics in the Bronx. Since 2006, in the New York area, the biggest event where many people interested in comic books, pop culture, and illustrations attend is Comic-Con. Today we are here with Derek Michael Charles, the writer and creator of Ninja Express, and Ojra A. Newton, the colorist and letterer. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
No problem. So, welcome to BronxNet. Today we'll be asking some questions about your Ninja Express. What was the inspiration behind the name Ninja Express?
So originally, when I came up with the concept, so the final product you see here was like the third version. So when I first came up with the concept, the characters were supposed to be unemployed ninjas trying to start up a delivery service. Yeah. So as the story progressed, it became more of them at a school club. But I still like the name, and some of my friends who I was shooting ideas of still like the name, so I decided to keep the name.
What made you both want to work together?
So I started the project several years before Ojra joined Ninja Express, and I already went through 2 or 3 artists. I still needed to find someone to letter and color, and Ojra.
Yeah, I offer my services. Started out as, both of us were from the same college, both Lehman College. Our friendship developed after jury duty, which is very funny. Nice. But and I noticed that he needed a colorist and letterer and someone who knew how to organize panels for comics, or at least have some design skill, because I saw the previous 2 artists that he went through, and they didn't do a good job, let's say that. And so I was like, all right, my friend needs help, let's see what I can do. And I didn't work on Ninja Express yet. I started working on a previous short comic called Ruin that Derek also wrote, and that was, I guess, our trial run. And then like, all right, let's continue working together.
Oh, that's good. Why did you decide to make a comic and not a real book?
I've always been interested in anime, manga, comic books. So when I first decided to try my hand at writing, that just felt like the natural medium to go for.
Are there any ideas incorporated from other comics into you? For
Ninja Express, absolutely. It's very centered in manga and video game and anime culture.
So you take like bits and pieces from like, I don't know, like some of the shows, I don't know if it came out back then, but like One Piece, stuff like that?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say in this volume, there's definitely some Sailor Moon in there. There's some Power Rangers, Dragon Ball Z, a lot of older.
Yeah. I like that.
We come from the 90s, 2000 generation.
What audience do you aim at entertaining?
So Ninja Express is targeted towards 13 up. So teenagers, young adults, both male and female readers.
What is the storyline?
Okay, so at least for volume 1, the story deals with a boy named Otaki. He's a big anime and video game fan. He's always felt like he's lived the life of a side character. So one day his school's having tryouts for the school's ninja club, and he attends, but he doesn't get into the school's ninja club. Right. So then he joins Ninja Express, and once he joins Ninja Express, he meets Sayaka, the club president, and she's obsessed with all things ninja related. Right. She wants to make her club the best club on campus, and she's not above lying, cheating, and stealing to do so. So the first volume deals with Club Ninja Express going against the bigger, more powerful ninja club on campus, the Ninja Beast Assassination Squad.
Who are the characters that you just mentioned based off of?
So many of our characters are somewhat based off archetypes you see in anime. So Taki's definitely that classic underdog hero character trying to be the best.
Mamoru would be pretty much your emotional deprived character, always in the shadows.
Sayaka, I wouldn't say she's mainly based off any particular archetype. If anything, she's based in opposition to a lot of the female archetypes you see in anime and manga, because usually the female character, even if they're a warrior type character, tend to be the damsel in distress.
Right. Timid and they can fight, but they're not really there for fighting. Saika, on the other hand, she's a leader. She leads the club. She trains her team. She's a bit hot-headed, but so I get their team in danger sometimes, most of the time. But I don't know. I think she's come more of a unique character than.
Yeah, if anything, she's more of the character to counteract the female characters you usually see in anime and manga.
But taking on that, how you said that the girls training all that, what does pretty much your comic inspire people to do? Do you feel like it just brings up individuals such as females up, showing a woman training? Because you don't see that a lot in books and stuff like that.
I would say an overarching theme in the comic that you'll see through a lot of the characters' storylines is definitely working hard and striving to achieve one's goals.
What is the relationship between the comic and the Bronx?
We've done two events in the Bronx.
No, we did Holiday Market, Bronx Book Fair. The one at Museum that we had 2 weeks ago. Okay. So we've been 4.
So we've done a few conventions in the Bronx. Actually, the Bronx Book Fair has probably been our most successful event, and we always get good feedback.
How long is the creation process of the book?
So this book, I started working on it and I started writing about 9 years ago, and this was the first story I came out with. I think once Ozra joined, it was 5
years ago, yeah.
And when you joined, that was when was Drake Gorey doing the art?
I guess he did. No, I think it was before, because I remember I started on Ruin first.
Okay, so, you're right.
So before he got an artist for him.
So writing volume 1, I told you this is the third version. Yeah. So I wrote the first version, reworked it. Then I wrote several issues of the second version. Then I brought it to an editor friend, and he pretty much tore it apart. So I started over again.
Live and learn.
Yes. So I started over again, wrote version 3. That took maybe about a year and a half to 2 years. Then once I was done, I sent it over to our artist Drake Tenta, and he did the interior art. I think that took him maybe a year and a half to 2 years. And then Ozra, how long?
I was kind of roughly on the same time, so I was maybe a month or 2 behind the speed of the artist after creating the work. So,
thank you guys. That's really interesting. We're going to go on break, and when we come back, we will discuss the process of creating this amazing comic book and then show how the coloring is done. Stay tuned.
From the north to the south to the west to the east, we are expanding our services and upgrading technology at Lehman College. And now, Bronxites have an innovative media production facility in the East Bronx at Mercy College in the Hutch Metro Center. The windows on the East Bronx studio, a state-of-the-art control room, media labs for production and training, and other media-capable spaces. Training, workforce development, leading-edge technology, and programs that help you share your ideas, your voice, on your channels, locally and globally. Build media and technology skills at BronxNet, and build your dreams.
Hello, welcome back to Open 2.0. I'm here with Ozra and Derek. While looking through the Ninja Express comic book, I noticed a lot of detailed pictures. So can you just talk about the process of making these?
All right. So Drink who is the illustrator, he would draw pencils and then ink those pages once it's approved by Derek. And then once I received those ink pages, I would put it into a program called Photoshop. And it's pretty much like a coloring book.
Right.
So I have the page with the inks and the drawing of the characters. I'm putting up on my screen, and then I am pretty much coloring like a coloring book. I'm adding the certain colors, making decisions. All right, is this daytime or night? And then I have to try to change the tint of it to give it that type of feel. We were actually arguing a lot before deciding what color is this guy's shirt gonna be? What is Sayaka's hair color? There's a whole archetype of in manga and anime about hair color for what it means. So we were going in detail about that. I was like, so we don't want her to be a full redhead. We don't want her to be a full blonde because blonde makes her ditzy, and redhead is too hot-headed. So we went with the in-between. More of an orange type for Sayaka, because she has a confident approach, but there's a hot-headedness to it. So that's what we learned from studying in terms of color for anime and manga characters.
So what would you say is the easier color to do or put on in your comic books?
I don't know if it's actually easy color. I guess black and white because there'll be no color. But, it's once you start establishing what their characters are and what their color tone is and how they mix well, then it becomes an easier process. Right now we're starting up volume 2, so that should be done by the end of this year, and then we're going to print it out next year. The character colors and archetype for that is already set up, so we're primarily focused off Ataki's blue, then we have Sayaka's purple and lavender color for their uniforms to make sure that it matches with the rest of the team. So from there, it's once you know the process of what the color they're going to be, it becomes easier to do. New characters is a bit more difficult because how is that going to fit with the rest of the team? How does that scene gonna look?
Is this a hobby right now or a career?
Wow.
That's neither. It's a passion.
Yeah, I was gonna say a passion.
It's a passion. Hopefully, it could be a career if we get paid more money. But
I mean, you're going to start off well, have everything made. I wrote books before, and I'm still waiting for my mom to read it myself. So you guys are doing way better than me. Are you having any, or have you had any trouble or struggle collaborating with anybody before while trying to make this?
I guess that's more of a question for Derek.
So yeah, like I said earlier, I went through several artists before I found the artist who actually did the final illustrations for the book, Drake Tinta. Some artists that I worked with wouldn't tell, would just disappear.
Right.
I had one artist who signed on to do the book. He did a few images. Then I tried to contact him again, never heard from him again. I hope he's alive. I don't know.
Another one just photoshopped and flipped the image. I was like, oh, I'm done.
Right.
It's like, wait, what? No. It also was late on it. That's an issue you're never gonna see.
What would you say that if I were to pursue the same thing as you, what would you suggest for me to do?
So if you're trying to go into
Right.
So if you're a writer, be willing and able to pay your artists. If you're an artist, make sure you practice every day. If you're a letterer or colorist, read a lot of comics.
Yeah, read and study on how they letter, how they color, studying books, and also practicing, watching YouTube videos and the coloring process to get your speed up so you can get it done faster.
Also, if you're the creator, try to learn to do as many jobs as possible, because that's less people you have to collaborate with, and more you can just rely on your own talent. So since I'm only the writer, so I have to find someone to letter, to color, to do the pencils, to do the inks for each comic I do.
All right. Can you give out some contact information like Facebook, Twitter, Pony Express, like that, just for the audience?
So you can find us at www.ninjaexpresscomic.com. That's our website. You can also follow us on Facebook under the same name, Ninja Express Comic, and our Twitter at NinjaEX Comic.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Instagram.
So that is all that we have for today. If you want to check out their comic, visit the website at ninjaexpress.com and learn more about the characters in the storyline. I'm your host, Nicholas Fantuzzi. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.